Hello. Hello. Hi. Hi. Hello, all. Welcome, welcome to Bare Bones Kitchen. If you have bare essentials or bare knowledge, allow me to inspire you to do something absolutely amazing for yourself, your family, your friends, whoever. I don't care. I don't judge. We don't judge. This is the no judging zone here. No judging. All right. Cheers. I am your culinary coach, Harmony. And tomorrow is Thanksgiving. If you have not thawed out your turkey, I'm here to tell you, my friend, you're screwed. Sorry. No other way to slice it or dice it. If you are planning on enjoying a turkey and it has not been in your fridge for at least the last 4 days, you're probably not getting it there. And if you're trying to deep fry it and it's frozen or has any kind of water in it at all, you better just have that fire department on standby. Just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there. I feel like I'm getting a lot of fan light here, so, okay. All right, now it's like way too far. That's okay now. Here, we'll do that. Okay, I'll just stand in front of it. That's what I'll do. All right, so anyways, hello all. Hello, Miss Gail. Hello, Francisco's brother. I see you down there. I can never remember your damn name. El-Tween. All right, so we're doing an Affy Tapple salad tonight. Sorry, I needed another drink. An Affy Tapple salad is like a taffy apple salad, but they just kind of played around with the words. So it is filled with beautiful apples. So I have the best way to do it is a mixture of your Granny Smith apple and any kind of red apple. Probably I would go with a little bit harder apple. I wouldn't go with like an actual red delicious because they tend to be a little bit softer flesh. I think I grabbed a couple of Gala apples and maybe a Honeycrisp. Hell, I don't even remember. But I like the yellowish red apples for this salad. And basically I just quartered them and then set the quarter on the side and sliced off the core, which gives us this nice little area here that we can just slice up. Get all of our little pieces in here. And if you're gonna like prepare your apples ahead of time, if you choose to do this recipe, and you're not gonna throw it all together like right now, go ahead and fill up your container with water and then add some honey to it or lemon juice or vinegar. That will stop it from oxidizing. That'll stop your apples from turning brown. That's just a fun little trick, I know. How is everybody? Are you guys all like ready for tomorrow? I'm ready. I actually have a freaking 4-day weekend, you guys. It's so weird. And I'm getting paid for it. Like, what's up with that? Like the cat, oh, is she out here? Yeah, she's out here somewhere, I'm sure. Oh, Sylvester. That's why. Okay, I didn't read the top part. Never mind. I'm like, are you talking about my cat? What? Now, if it was your brother, I would take that in a totally different manner because that's how your brother is. Just saying. Sylvester, I forget. See, he told me once. And I am old and busted. Therefore, I didn't remember. That's how it works. That's how it works sometimes. All right, so I have a total of 4 apples here. 2 and 2. So 2 green ones, 2 red ones. It makes this really beautiful blend. I have some Cool Whip. We're not going to use this whole thing, though. I mean, you do you. I'm not here to tell you what to do exactly. Just guide you. Just guide you in the direction. That's all. I'm going to turn on my pan to a medium-high heat. I have 1 can of crushed pineapple. He must be Chance's. No, Frank's brother. And I'm draining the liquid. Draining the liquid from my crushed pineapple. So if you don't have one of these little mesh guys, you should totally invest in one if this is something that you're planning on doing. It does make it a lot easier. You could totally stick like, I don't know, paper towels or coffee filters in the bottom of your spaghetti strainer, your colander. That would probably work. I'm not going to say it wouldn't, but that's what we're doing. So we've got the juice from our pineapple, our crushed pineapple. We're going to throw it in this pan. And then we're just going to leave that. We have a half a cup of sugar. We're going to put that in there. We have a tablespoon of flour. And we're going to dump that in there. We have 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. We're going to dump that in there. And then 2 tablespoons of tapioca. So I can't even lie, I just bought this box because I've literally had the box that I have for probably 15 years. And I thought, I probably should buy a new box of that. So if you don't constantly make a tapioca pudding, like, you might want to switch your box out every once in a while. You might want to. All right. So, and I don't remember what aisle this is in. It might be in the baking aisle. I was at Fred Meyer's, so I don't really remember. I feel like I was in the baking aisle though, where like the cakes are at. It was up on the top shelf. It's a little bit pricey, like $3-4, but there we have it. There we have it. So with this little mixture, we're just going to bring it up to thickening. We're just going to make it nice and thick. So we just want to get all of that mixed together. And it ends up making, I described it earlier to my coworker, a gravy, but that's kind of weird for me to say with pineapple juice. So I guess it makes it like, well, pudding. Kind of pudding. Sort of like pudding. I don't know. But we're just going to keep whisking it until it gets nice and thick. And you'll be able to tell when it's thick because it's going to feel a little different, right? Dear. So what is everybody the most excited for tomorrow? Tell me what you cannot wait to eat tomorrow. And don't be disgusting. Some of you freaking people are little nasty asses. So don't be disgusted. Tell me what you want. Your fan on. Isn't it? Well, my kitchen gets really hot. And yeah. Miss Gail, I'm making an Affy Tapple salad. Affy Tapple, taffy apple, Affy Tapple. So it's going to be the fun side fruit salad that nobody's ever heard of, but Zane and Tyler requested it because I took requests this year. I'm sorry I did not ask you what you wanted. I know you are excited about homemade rolls though. But yeah, I actually, Sylvester, still have my air conditioner plugged in specifically for tomorrow. I have a pretty small apartment on the lower level, and it gets friggin' hot in here, and I'm going to have this bad boy on all day. I got all kinds of things to cook, so I'm making homemade, obviously, potatoes. I'm making the turkey, which is going to go in a roaster pan, so that doesn't really contribute to the heat, but I'm making homemade rolls. I'm making homemade cranberry sauce. Like, I got the shittery happening tomorrow, so I literally have my air conditioner still plugged in just so I can turn that bad boy on in the morning and get it freaking cold out there, because everybody wants to complain about how hot it is in my house. So, yeah. Sometimes I just got the fan going because it's just still on. But if I'm in here and it's hot, it's okay, right? You said, where are we excited for tomorrow? And I want to know what is on the menu. Oh, well, there you go. I just told you. I actually have a menu written. This is what we're having tomorrow. We're having turkey, mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes, cranberry sauce, stuffing rolls, green bean casserole by request, Affy Tapple salad by request, caprese salad, cannoli cheese ball, veggies and dip, dump cake, apple squash soup, and cranberry jalapeno poppers. And if you missed that video, oh my gosh, you guys, go back and watch it because that one's thebomb.com. And I know, Miss Gill, you will be excited about it because you love you some poppers. But I'm making them. I'm making them. That's what I'm doing. And there's going to be right around a dozen people here. So, yeah. All right, this is starting to thicken up just a little bit. So we're getting a little bit thicker. So what are you most excited about, Miss Gail? Are you excited about the rolls? Is that what it is? Because I know that's Zane. He's like, Affy Tapple salad, turkey, rolls. That's going to be my plate. The boy doesn't eat anything, I swear. Nothing. Nothing. And then everybody's like, what time is dinner? And I'm like, 3 o'clock. Jasmine called me and said, oh, I kind of figured, but I thought I'd check anyways. She's like, for 26 years, dinner has been at 3 o'clock. I feel like 3 o'clock's a good time, because then if people got to go elsewhere, they have time to do so. Unfortunately, I think a lot of people think the way I think, so dinner's almost always at 3 o'clock everywhere. Not really sure why. Probably the same reason I do it, though. All right. So now we're getting super thick, and I think we're actually good. It's going to be just a nice thickness, just slightly thicker than, obviously, the pure liquid. So we're going to turn that bad boy off, and I'm going to throw this in my freezer to cool it down. And then we're going to bring this bad boy over here. So we have our delicious apples. We're just going to dump our pineapple, our drained, crushed pineapple in there. And this one's super easy, y'all. Super easy. Get my spoon out. And of course, the pineapple juice, because it's got acid in it, is also going to help your apples from not browning. Just want to blend it up pretty good here. Bust out this Cool Whip. Again, I always use Cool Whip for salads because it tends to break up a little bit if you're using the heavy whipping cream. And if all your stuff doesn't get eaten, it like separates. So I always use Cool Whip for salads. I save the heavy whipping cream for pies, Cool Whip for salads. That's just my preference. If you are only rocking some heavy cream, I mean, you do what you gotta do. That's just been my personal experience. Guess I should have opened this ahead of time, huh? All right, we're gonna use like half of this, and hopefully it's thawed out enough. It's been in my freezer. If not, it's cool. Whip. Wah, wah, wah. She got jokes tonight, you guys. We're gonna do about half of this container. You guys ever eaten this frozen? It's like ice cream. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. All right. I think we're good there. You don't have to add any spices to this. If you wanted to add spices, you could totally throw some cinnamon in here. That might not be terrible. You could maybe grate a little bit of lemon zest into it. That might be a nice little tone in there too. Little nutmeg, maybe some ginger. That would be amazing. See, usually I do all of the cutting while I'm letting my stuff cool. But I also typically have like 10,000 more things going on. So Miss Gail is down for the rolls. The rules and the rolls? Come on now, tomorrow there's no rules. Just kidding. There are always rules. Even when people say there's no rules, there's totally rules. Totally. Miss Gail, I think I'm going to need one of your plungers that you purchased, ma'am, for your crafts. I got to try to get that dent out of my car. Every time I see it, it pisses me off, so. All right, we're nice and even over here now. And also have some salted peanuts. I am definitely going to tell you, if you are going to do this recipe, I recommend peanuts if you can have them. You can totally omit the nuts if you want. But I have done pecans in this. I have done like the mixed, like the ice cream topping stuff before because that's what I had on hand. And the peanuts are the way to go, honestly. Because as the Cool Whip kind of soaks things up and soaks into the peanuts, it doesn't make them soft. So I totally, if you're going to do this recipe, that is my recommendation. Stick with the peanuts. So far we have 4 apples. We have half a cup of sugar, a tablespoon of flour, 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, 2 tablespoons of your tapioca, 1 can of crushed pineapple drained. We put the sugar, the pineapple, the tapioca, no, just the pineapple juice, the tapioca, the flour. That was it, right? Yeah, all of that together. And we mix it, overheat till it thickened. And then we had our 4 apples cut up. We've got about 8 ounces of whipped cream. Just waiting for that pineapple mixture to cool. Leah says rules are meant to be broken. Yes, they are. That's why you and I are not allowed to sit anywhere together at any point in our lives, even though we do it every time. We're just letting our pineapple juice, tapioca, flour, apple cider vinegar. I feel like there's the sugar mixture cool. Yep, that's what we're doing. So we're just letting it cool. We've got our apples and our whipped cream and our pineapple in here now. Gonna add 2 cups, about 2 cups of these. You can totally chop them up a little bit if you want. Maybe I will because these are like super whole. Maybe that's what I'll do while we're waiting for that to cool down a little bit. Just a little rough chop of these bad boys so they don't maybe not go everywhere. That would be really great. And if you have a food processor and you just want to give it a little zhuzh, a little pulse, you can totally do that too. I'm not going to break out my food processor for something so small, honestly. Like, I already have to break out my KitchenAid mixer tomorrow for mashed potatoes. I don't have to, but I just do. It's that big old whisk, you know what I'm saying? I used to have a cool one that went on my hand mixer, but I used it so much the little tongs kept falling off of it, or tines, whatever the hell they are. Whatever the hell they are. So, Leah, Jen, what are you guys most excited about tomorrow? I know Miss Leah, you probably are just excited to not have to cook, but for the meal part, what is your go-to? What's your number 1? What you got? And anybody else that hops on too. Please tell me, what is your go-to thing for tomorrow? You cannot wait to have it. We got some rolls down here in Instagram. Some rolls. I'm not making this pretty, you guys. Just kind of chopping them up a little bit so they're not gigantic chunks. And we do have Suck It Up Saturday this weekend. Yay! So Jasmine has challenged me a little this evening. It's funny, she's been calling me twice a week for the last few weeks, and every time she calls me, it's either Monday or Wednesday. And she'll be like, shit, Mom, I forgot, it's your show, I forgot. Pumpkin pie with extra Cool Whip, mashed potatoes and gravy. Jen, have you ever done a parsnip in your mashed potatoes? Girl, that's bomb.com. Yeah, old and busted over here, using terms from the 90s. Yeah, so it's good stuff. But she's challenged me. Jasmine has challenged me. Let me get back on track here. To find a gin recipe. Because she loves gin. And I told her, I said, you know, here's the deal. I do not have gin. It's literally the only thing I haven't had in my house. I think we're close to 2 cups-ish. I'm going to do 1 more handful. But she told me that she's going to bring a little bit of gin. She has a bottle that's on the pricier side. So she said, I am willing to share a little bit of it. And I have to find a good recipe because her and my future son-in-law enjoy gin. She likes to mix it with a sparkling water, and sometimes if she's feeling crazy, she'll throw in some green olive juice. So, whatever works for you. Whatever works. No, is it a must try? Honestly, I just think it adds another weird element to it. I know you're kind of like Zane in the respect that you're like, yeah, no, that's different than what I'm used to, so I don't want to do it. It adds like this weird richness to it. I've literally only had it once, and I was probably, I don't even know. It might not even taste good, to be honest with you, because I was probably 12 when I ate it, but it's literally been pinned in my head. It's literally been like, those were the best mashed potatoes I've ever eaten in my life. But now that I'm like 45, maybe not so much. I don't know. I just know that I'm willing to give it a try again. I just haven't because I always forget. And then it'll be like after Thanksgiving that I remember, or right the day before. And I'm not trying to go to the store to fight people for a freaking parsnip, okay? But yeah, I don't know. I'll keep you posted though, because I will do it. What will be your contribution to the Thanksgiving dinner? Rolls? Gin? You got gin at your house? Is that your contribution? All right, let's get this stuff out of here. All right, so we've got our pineapple juice, our I don't even know what to call this. I keep wanting to say gravy, but it's weird. It's like calling a dessert lasagna. That doesn't fly for me. All right, so this is our pineapple juice from our can of crushed pineapple. It's our 2 tablespoons of tapioca, half a cup of sugar, 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, 1 tablespoon of flour. And we just put it on the stove until it got thick like this. So kind of pudding-like, sort of gravy-like. I don't freaking know. Thicker. How about that? We'll just call it thicker. And we just want to cool it down a little bit or all the way. I mean, it depends on how much time you want to spend on it. But just make sure you get a rubber spat so you can get it all out of there. Get it all out of there, guys. Don't be wasting. Every time I think about this, it's like my chefs just get in my head. I had one chef that used to tell me, we want to feed them, not fill them. Well, I kind of like walking away from a meal feeling satisfied personally, but all right, whatever. Can't advertise a buffet and not fill them, my friend. And then we're just going to blend that in with our 4 apples. Again, 2 Granny Smith apples, 2 of your favorite red apple. I don't recommend a Red Delicious because the flesh in them are a little bit softer. I would go with like a Gala Honeycrisp, a Fuji, something like that, because the flesh in there tends to be a little bit more dense. It's a little bit more solid. And then we're just going to scoop these peanuts in here. I'm like, do I have about 2 cups here? I think so. Good thing I got a sweep anyways, huh? I'm making a big damn mess over here. And then we're just going to mix it in. We're going to cover this bad boy and chill it. Make sure it chills for at least an hour. And then you'll have a really good twist on an old favorite. I'm telling you, this is the boys' favorite salad. Jasmine, I think, is kind of indifferent to this one, but Tyler and Zane love this one. Just make sure you let people know. I took this to a potluck once, and everybody thought it was potato salad, so they were not very pleasantly surprised when they bit into something that was sweet because they thought it was potato salad. So there's my other tidbit. There's my other tidbit. All right, so again, our breakdown. We've got Suck It Up Saturday this weekend. It is also Chad's birthday on Saturday, so I don't know if he'll be popping in or not, but happy birthday to Chad. Still looking for those 300 subscribers on YouTube. So I think we're at 145. Thank you for keeping and showing up. And, you know, y'all, like I say, y'all keep showing up. So do I. Keep sharing those videos, showing the love. I appreciate it. I would really, 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 really love to be at 300 by December. That is BBK's 2-year anniversary. And I just feel like that would be the awesome accomplishment to end my year. So I will probably take a break after we get through this next round of holidays for just a few weeks, because I just keep going strong for you guys. And sometimes I'm like, man, y'all, I need a break. I need to bring it down a notch, regroup, redo my mental state of mind, even though I enjoy doing this. So I don't know. I may not end up taking a break, but if I do, just know that's why. It's time for me to chill and recoup. Again, we're going to just cover this for at least an hour. I'm obviously serving it tomorrow, so it will be in my fridge all night long. That's all I have. I think. So keep sharing. I love the love. It's awesome to see that there's shared videos out there and random people keep showing up, and I love it. It makes me feel like I'm contributing some small little thing in the world, and I appreciate you all. So thank you. I will see you all on Saturday for Suck It Up Saturday. Who knows what we're making? We might make something with gin. I don't really know. I don't know. Not sure. Okay, guys. Love you. Happy Thanksgiving. Yay.